Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2. We will present about case study of Toyota. And my name is Muhammad Arif Kimi bin Muhammad Fauzi. My fellow friends is Muhammad Lokman Noor Hakim bin Azizan, Nur Laili Shazani binti Syamsul Nizam, and Adila Shahira binti Hamidin, and lastly is Nurul Ashikin binti Ibrahim. The first of my slide is show about identify the damage and failure at Toyota. Number one is the first series of highly published Toyota vehicle recalls begin in October 2009 in United States. Toyota said that it was recalling 3.8 million vehicles in the United States due to a problem with poorly fitted or improper floor mats under the driver's seat that might cause uncontrollable acceleration in variety of models. It means the accelerator of a Lexus sedan got stuck, resulting in it caused the driver death. And number three is the common perception of Toyota might differ from objective measure. Number four is Toyota started to recall the first two with the help of the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration in the United States and HTSA. And number five is on November 2009, the first recall was issued to address the possibility of an improper or cut off place front driver's side floor mat intruding into the foot pedal while causing pedal entrapment. And second last is the problem double sticking accelerator pedal by Toyota was found as a possible mechanical sticking of the accelerator pedal, resulting in unintended acceleration. Lastly is on October 24, 2013, a jury concluded in favor of Toyota, finding that unplanned acceleration could have been caused by flaws in the drive-by-wire throttle system or the electronic stability control system. As I will present, I will pass my next presenter.
Thank you, Arif. For the next question in the case study is they have 8 HR process that contribute to Toyota downfall. The first one I want to talk about is the first point is the reward and recognitions. Next. Okay, for the reward and recognitions, Toyota failure to address the safety issue has causes the company to lose over 155 million a week. It could cost the company several $billion more in long run. And then the reward system should not be incentivized when the goal is to minimize error and to keep the organization product quality high. This strategy leads to the downfall of the company. Performance monitoring system should be implemented to prevent situation where employees can be subjected to conditions that are totally unacceptable. And then next point is training. Since HR is the first step in Toyota 4-step process, it's important that every employee has the proper training to handle their work efficiently. To new employees, they have to give them guidance so they can handle the job easily and smoothly. And then managers should be responsible for motivating, directing employee and giving instructions and training employee. This is because they want to train employee to be more disciplined in doing the job so that they do not make the same mistake every day. The third point is hiring. In my opinion, Toyota has a poorly designed hiring process that allow it to hire individuals who were not experienced in the required constructive confrontation technique. We know that Toyota, as an automobile company, is very important about safety and needs professional experience to do all their activity. This is because we want a user or customer of Toyota company to get a safe car so they can use it. This is will make Toyota not just lost their profit, but their worker also. And the fourth point is, as we know, Toyota is losing 155 million per week and has lost nearly 30 billion in stock valuation. This causes Toyota to lose hundreds of billions dollar in long term. This becomes difficult because they do not follow the job instructions correctly and ignore the scope of work that has been given by superior. This is evident from the metric, checks and balance practiced by Toyota against the employee. That's all from me, and next I'll pass to Laili.
Alright, thank you, Adila. For the fifth, the corporate culture. Toyota failure to measure or manage organizational culture contribute to its misalignment. This is due to Toyota disregard for corporate culture. Manager must keep on manager must keep an eye on employee while they are on the job to ensure that they are not working at will. Employee training is essential so that an employee can solve problems no matter how minor. Next, leadership develop and succession. Using Toyota HR management as a case study is a mistake because it produced the wrong kind of leader with outdated skill. When a Toyota company fails, it is due a lack of knowledge about what they are doing, and the leadership process is the same. HR at Toyota company must practice in order to competent leader. This is because all member of a team can receive clear instruction and make sound decision that benefit the entire group. Next, we go to the retention. The term of whistleblower refer to someone who inform about a person or group that is suspected of engaging in illegal or immoral behavior. HR must act quickly to determine who the best employee are to stay in the organization. If a corporation does not take this problem seriously and ignore it, it will become increasingly difficult to resolve. And last but not least, risk assessment. Toyota HR department needs to improve its competence, honesty, and rigor when it's come to hiring and selecting employees. HR must perform well in these 8 processes, and if they are aware of any gaps, they must address them. The 8 human resource processes are our reward and recognition, training, recruitment, performance management processes, company culture, leadership development, and reception and risk assessment. That's all from me. Now I will pass my presentation to Shikin.
Thank you, Adila and Laili. I now shall we continue with this discussion according to the question number 3, which is what is the lesson that we learned from Toyota and why we think Toyota has succeeded because of this team-oriented culture and why we think it would have succeeded without it. Based on the case study given about Toyota company, there are a lot of lessons that we could learn from Toyota. After thoroughly reading up on this problem, we found that Toyota should give their employee a reward. Reward happen when employee help their organization in the achievement of their goal. This is also known as a positive motivation towards their employee in order to motivate them for their good performance. Reward is one of the important elements, especially to motivate employee to continue to contribute their best effort in order to generate more innovative idea that lead to a preferable business functionality and more improvised financially and also non-financially company's performance. Looking into this context, the reward given by the company is distributed based on the objective. Their employee will view that it is fair treatment and more likely to have a strong understanding of what is expected for them. We know that reward can create a positive environment, hence it will increase their motivation to achieve the good outcome that they desire. However, it will be bad if the company will never give their employee any reward. This is because this treatment will make their employee act lead to the problems that they have. For example, it happens when the company extremely reward their manager for cost containment rather than sustaining their product quality. This situation will make the employee that involved ignore the facts and pretend nothing happens when the problem is there. Secondly, companies should provide training for their employee. To produce happy employee, they need to feel educated and supported. Generally, if there is an employee who feel unsatisfied with their work, it will lead towards a bad performance of work. And not just that, it also led to frequent mistakes made by their employee and even making their quality of job decrease. In consequences, here is the ways that they make. For example, their time, money due to the lack of producing good employee. Other than that, not very skilled employee can have a bad impact on the company because they will make many mistakes and due to those mistakes will lead to the company's business losing customer. At the end of the situation, they were just making things worse in their company. This is why we highlighted our main concern here regarding the importance of having training that can be used to build up skill or multi-skill in our employee. According to Yas Danifard, R 2013, mentioned that when organization investigating ineffective training and building up good development for their employee tend to achieve both short and long-term benefit toward the organization. We know that human capital is the best asset to have in every company for stiff and dynamic competition in any industry in the world. With good training, it will enhance more employee knowledge for existing skill, build up more expert within a task in their company, and produce an employee that is able to have many skills at the same time as a multitasking worker. As we know, Toyota is famous for their 4-step cycle as in the case study mentioned, which is plan, do, check, and act. Therefore, in their cycle, their manager should focus more on the last 2 steps. However, in an environment where safety is vital, each of the individuals have been trained on the symptom of good thinking and the way to avoid extreme deduction and pretend not knowing any negative external effect of their safety information. The last lesson that we could learn from this case study is that we need to manage the company intelligently. For information, a successfully manageable business is the key towards rebuilding and increasing the growth of the business. One of the important elements towards successful management is to examine the marketplace surrounding and produce employment and revenue opportunity that will give their business potential growth and long-term benefit in finance. The fact that we could not handle everything by ourselves in this matter, it is known as a silly, and it is more high yielding to get those with the right skill to make it the right task done. In addition, the ability to have different people with different skills in team will make a good starting point of successful business. The company should have recruited a well-performing staff with complementary skills and organize this group of people in a better way. The company also should encourage their staff to have independent thinking. In Toyota company, the problem does not come from only one side. or the individual that makes the problem isolated as a mistake. However, rather from a company-wide sequence of wrongdoings that are all related towards each other. There were many corporate functions which include customer service, government relation, PR, or vendor management, which no one can help unless the physical performance of Toyota crash to systemic management fail. I think that's all from my part. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nurul Ashkin, for the explanation for the question 3. Right, so now I will answer the question 4 in this video. The question 4 is, do you think you would be comfortable to working in Toyota culture? Why or why not? Yes, for me, it would be my pleasure to get work for Toyota because Toyota was a fundamental value, including trust, continuous improvement, long-term thinking, standardization, invention, and problem resolution. According to the organization value statement, to ensure the success of the company, each team member has the obligation to work together, communicate honestly, exchange ideas, and assure the team member comprehension. Individual is a major virtue in Western society. However, it is undervalued at Toyota. In its place, there is a focus on system in which people and product are viewed as interconnected value stream, and people are educated to be problem solver in order to make the product system efficient and effective and superior. As a result, Toyota assess individual before hiring to ensure that they are not just competent and technically proficient, but also oriented toward teamwork, would be able to trust their team, feel comfortable addressing issues collectively, and be driven to accomplish the group goals. Not unexpectedly, Toyota Works is organized around the teams. Every Toyota employee is familiar with the phrase, which is, all of us are smarter than any of us. Teams are employed not just in the manufacturing process, but also every level and function, in sales and marketing, finance, engineering, design, and executive level. Toyota regard the team as the organization power center. The leader is there to serve the team, not the other way around. When asked if he would include himself in advertising, like other manufacturers did, which is Dr. A, Daimler CEO of Data Z, sorry if I'm pronounce it wrong. Toyota USA CEO Yuki Funo responded, "No, we want to demonstrate to everyone in the organization, the protagonists, not even one person. In fact, discipline is learned as a group as soon as the new worker join Toyota. They are given introduction courses on team earning, how to operate in a group, and the value of working in a group. Toyota has seen how teamwork creates amazing outcomes, as well as how each person is continuously learning and improving. Furthermore, Toyota culture emphasizes sharing one team expertise with the rest of the teams in order to continually improve learning capacity and so produce a better result. The most crucial aspect of improvement is the worker be involved in the analysis and the decision-making process. The true meaning of the continuous growth is to create an environment of the constant learning and a place where the change is not just tolerated, but also accepted and fostered. This is also possible if staff are treated with dignity. This is accomplished by allowing employees to contribute to the system improvement by allowing them to be active employees. It is the best interest of management to develop employees' potential and provide opportunities for advancement. It is the best interest of management to develop employee potential and provide opportunity for advancement. Toyota believes that their purpose is to inspire staff to achieve their goal of producing the highest quality automobile as possible. So that's all for my answer for the question 4. So that's all from me. Thank you.